going to start off with what I assume is the first match on the card, and it's for the Women's Tag Team Championships between Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. Now, what an amazing moment for Isla Dawn. She is literally from Glasgow, Scotland, where the PLE is being held, and she gets to have a championship match in front of all her friends and family. What an amazing moment. Now, wouldn't this make it a better moment if she actually did win these titles in front of everyone? That would be amazing, but unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. But even without the win, I still think this is an amazing moment for Isla Dawn, and I can't wait to see how the crowd is going to be backing her and going to be cheering for her. And I'm assuming that they're going to book it in a way where Isla Dawn looks really good in this match, where it looks like she could potentially win the match for her team, but ultimately will fail. And I don't think that's anything bad at all, because I believe for the next at least 3 to 6 months, these Women Tag Team Championship matches are going to have the same result over and over. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair will keep going over until they decide to split that team up. Now, the question is, how will they win this match? The most sensible way, in my personal opinion, to have them win this match is to have them pin Zoe Stark for so many different reasons. For one, you don't want them pinning Isla Dawn or Alba Fire in Isla Dawn's hometown. That is a guaranteed boo. You don't want that for the baby faces. So the only two choices you have is for them to pin Shayna Baszler or Zoe Starks. Now, we just saw Shayna Baszler lose at NXT Battlegrounds, so the only other person that doesn't have a loss between those two, it is Zoe Stark. So when they both have a loss, it'll play into the storyline where Sonya Deville told them that you will never become champion without my help. So both of them splitting a loss, it'll be great for that, because if Shayna Baszler has 2 losses, you don't want it to make it look like they're trying to create where Shayna Baszler is the problem and make a potential split between the two. So I think it makes sense for that. And while doing that, you also protect Isla Dawn and Alba Fire in the entire process. So the next match we have on this card is between Bayley and Piper Niven for the WWE Women's Championship. Now, I'm looking forward to this match because I think this match is going to be a lot better than people are giving it credit for. I watched her in NXT UK, I watched her in the independent circuit, and she does some really, really good work. And I think this is a great opportunity in front of her hometown to put on a show. And I think that's going to give her a little bit more oomph in the ring. And for people who are not familiar with her work in the ring, or who don't pay attention to her, I think this is going to be an opportunity for her to blow them away. But I think ultimately Bayley will win this match. I don't think she's losing that title until she loses it to Nia Jax at SummerSlam, in my personal opinion. And I'm also curious if in this match, if they're going to start some friction between Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, because when Piper Niven cut that promo against Bayley on SmackDown, which in my opinion was an incredible promo, I kind of got that feel if she's like, I'm tired. I don't need Chelsea Green for any of this stuff. And I wonder if they're going to play into that storyline, not necessarily break them apart yet, but I wonder if they're going to play into that. But ultimately, I got Bayley winning this match. So the next match we have on the card is for the Intercontinental Championship between Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. Now, for me, I honestly believe that Chad Gable has to win this match. I can't see it happening any other way, and Otis has to help him, because I think Otis have more of a loyalty to Chad Gable. They've been around each other long enough. He probably looks at Chad Gable like, he's evil right now, but I know him for who he really is. And I think that plays into a better storyline to see, you know, is Otis really loyal to Chad Gable? Is Chad Gable manipulate him? Will Otis ever turn on Chad Gable? I think that's a better storyline, because if Chad Gable loses this match, it kills all the momentum he's had ever since he turned heel. And it makes no sense. And I think if that happens, that almost guarantees that Chad Gable's contract is going to expire and he's going to go bye-bye. That's the only way, because why would Sami Zayn retain the title and then Chad Gable to come after the title one more time? Nobody really wants to see it. So if they're going to pull the trigger on Chad Gable becoming champion, it has to happen right now. So that's my prediction for that. So the next match we have on the card is between Cody Rhodes, who I call the Super Saiyan Pastor, versus AJ Styles for that undisputed WWE Championship in an I Quit match. Now, I don't know if you guys saw my last video when I was saying how this could end up, but I said that everything that's been happening so far in this feud, which is amazing, has been a callback to an old promo or an old segment in the past. Like when AJ Styles did the fake retirement, that's a callback to Mark Henry fake retirement. You had AJ Styles saying, "Give me what I want" to Cody Rhodes last week on SmackDown, which was a callback in the promo between Batista and Triple H going into WrestleMania. And then now we have an I Quit match, which I think will follow suit and play back to that old Rock versus Mankind at Royal Rumble 1999, when they had the I Quit match for the WWF at the time championship, where The Rock took a microphone, put it in Mankind's face, and had an old recording play over the PA system of Mankind saying "I quit," and then the referees counted it and The Rock got the championship. And I said I think that's how AJ Styles is going to win that title, to stretch this out. But I'm going to change that. I really think AJ Styles is still going to attempt that, but what I believe is going to happen is Cody Rhodes is somehow going to swap out the audio, and the audio is probably going to be, and this is going to be a stretch, but I'm just going to put that out there. This is going to be a dark horse prediction. Somehow it's going to be some type of AI voice of AJ Styles of saying I quit, and with AJ Styles trying to cheat end up costing him the match because the audio files got swapped out. It makes Cody Rhodes look smarter. It makes AJ Styles look like an idiot because he's a heel trying to cheat and still lost the match. But ultimately, this will still stretch this feud out to a third match, to a rubber match, because he's going to complain to Nick Aldis and say, I never said I quit. I never said I quit. And I think they'll get the rubber match at Money in the Bank. And I think that one, since Nick Aldis is like, you know what? I don't want any more shenanigans. I don't want anything happening. We need to have a defining winner. They're going to have an Iron Man match at Money in the Bank with everybody, including the OC, being barred from ringside. And I think that's going to be their rubber match. And I think that match is going to be fantastic. But again, I got Cody Rhodes winning this match. So the final match on the card, which I believe should be the main event, it should be, there's no reason why it shouldn't be, is between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest for that World Heavyweight Championship. Now, I don't know if you guys saw my last video where I mapped out how this whole thing is going to play out. It's a video called Finn Balor Cannot Be Trusted, and I think that's going to start to play out on this match. And I'm more confident in it because of what happened on Monday Night Raw, where Damian Priest picked Finn Balor to face Drew McIntyre, and he told Drew McIntyre, if you win this match, the Judgment Day will be barred from ringside. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to heel factions or heel tag teams or whatever, when's the last time somebody was barred from ringside and they really didn't show up? That never, like, Damian Priest told Finn Balor and JD McDonough not to show up at Backlash and Friends. These two guys bought 2 round trip tickets, expensive tickets, still to show up after he told them not to do it. So you think that a match losing to Drew McIntyre is going to cause them to not show up at all? I don't believe that. I really think that Finn Balor some way, somehow is going to stupidly cost Damian Priest that title. I mean, Drew McIntyre has to win it in front of his people. I can't see him chasing this title any longer, but this is going to create this whole situation between the Judgment Day and Damian Priest. And I'm not going to say the whole thing here. You just got to go check out my video, Finn Balor Cannot Be Trusted, to see how I mapped the whole thing out. And I think at the end of the day, like I said, Drew McIntyre is going to win this title. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Salute. Peace. Have a good day.